What's up, funny siblings? And that is referencing all of y'all because y'all are funny yourselves.
That's right.
The people watching this, and we thank you for being funny. But the funny brothers will take it from here.
That's right. No need to stress yourselves out anymore because your funny brothers, Ryan and Matthew, you know, we've got this one, okay? We've had a little bit of practice.
Yep.
Just like the construction workers right outside this room are getting a little practice in right now with a like a buzzsaw and a piece of metal. Yeah, so they're doing some work.
Yeah.
And they did not start until we pressed record. Like, we've been in here for a while and they didn't start doing their fun little stuff until we hit record. It's like they're trying to sabotage us, dude.
It's like they're the unfunny brothers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the negative funny brothers. I don't want to say half of it just because.
Right. You know.
I'm giving AI the tools to.
Oh, AI already has the tools, Ryan.
No, I don't think so.
You know, days worth of clean audio of our voices isolated.
We've had people make fake podcasts with the AI tool voices that they use,
and I could hear it, but they're never quite there.
Nope. So you'll always have to just tune in to this Super Mega Show to get the real deal,
and you'll never have to. You don't have to ever train any AI models with our voices because people have already done it. So no need to make really good ones using days worth of audio.
I'm about to take a sip of the white monster, baby.
Brother, you're about to become the white monster.
Oh. I wish there was like a flicker, like a
yeah, your eyes glow. Mm-hmm. Well, watch this, dude. I'm about to take a sip of the Rockstar.
Rockstar Zero. You know, one white monster, one white Rockstar.
Oh,
sounds like a good podcast to me.
Yeah, it does, dude. The White Monster and White Rockstar.
Well, you are a musician, so the Rockstar label does kind of accurately appeal itself to you.
Apply.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's why, like, you saw my face. I was like, that's not the right word.
I knew you were going for apply.
Yeah.
You know, because we all just want to be big rock stars.
We all just want to be big rock stars, sucking cock and eating 3 Mars bars.
Just imagining, like, they, like, stop playing. They're in the studio, and it's like, can we just try something different, maybe?
I'm not sure that's the direct. I mean, that's not what.
I mean, it rhymes, but
I mean, we already wrote the lyrics down. You could just sing them as written.
No, I'm just trying something new, man. From the heart. It's more from the heart.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Let's take it from the top.
Okay.
'Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and suck some cock and eat candy bars.
I like the rhythm felt a little more natural, but we're still looking for what is written on the page.
Yeah, but you know what's written on the page. What about hilltop mansions and driving fast cars? That doesn't appeal to me.
Look, just give us one, and you can have as many as you want doing your own thing. Like, just give us one. Just give us one as it's written on the page, and you can have the rest of the session to do whatever you want.
Okay, take it from the top.
Okay.
'Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and drive some cars How's that?
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of the studio. You're wasting our time, and obviously you're not taking this seriously. If you're not going to read what's written on the page, then why come?
Dude, if I was the singer of Nickelback, I'd be really hurt right now by those words.
Get the fuck out, you cracker back. I can't think of anything.
God, Cracker's such a good fucking... Sorry, I want to go back to Nickelback. Nickelback is, like, why did it become such a meme? Because really, there's nothing that, like, out of the ordinary about them as, like, an early 2000s band, you know?
Because I feel like they are, and this is the only way I can describe it, they are the most aggressively average rock band, you know?
That's a really good way to put it.
Like, that's all, because, like, they're not, like, you know, they're not aggressive.
No, but they're very, like, I know exactly what you mean. they're part of that like post grunge era where it was everyone. It was like like Three Doors Down, Nickelback, and they all sang like kind of like how Stone Temple Pilots would sing, where it's like I'm falling in the day. That needs to come back.
I don't know the lyrics to that song that I'm doing right now.
What song is that?
I don't know. So does someone know what I'm singing? Do you know?
Someone does.
Do you know what I'm doing though? You know you can put it in your head.
I really don't know. I probably would if I heard the song.
It's like something in my skin. I don't know.
Dude, brother, I don't. I'm sorry.
Luke would know.
You think so?
Yeah. I feel. You're just not great at like hearing my interpretation, and because I do it perfectly in my head.
You sang 2 notes.
No, I've sung like a bunch of a lot of notes.
Okay, technically it was
and Luke
3 notes.
show those notes that I sung for the visual listeners.
He's gonna be able to pick out exactly what. He has an ear for that. He has perfect pitch. He can actually be like that's B sharp, C, and D plus.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go ask Luke right now.
Okay.
He's gonna come up with an answer.
And I'll sing a little Nickelback.
No.
Or Stone Temple Pilots.
Okay, that's better.
But where you going with tomorrow? Where you going with the mask I found? And I feel when the dogs begin to smell her. Will she smell alone? Oh, when the night, take time, and tomorrow. You guys like that? Stone Temple Pilots, Plush? What about this one? You know this one by Stone Temple Pilots. Interstate Love Song. It goes, wait. Why did I just forget it? Oh, yeah. Ready on a Sunday afternoon. And then it goes, I could hear Ryan in the other room singing out loud, trying to explain the song to Luke. I hope you guys enjoyed that Stone Temple Pilots segment I did. It's pretty cool. Do they have any other bangers? Plush is a good. I really like that song. It's a good ass song. And I feel when the dogs begin to smell her. Will she smell alone?
Have you been singing this whole
time? I've been singing the whole time, dude.
I've been
singing. I sang 2 different Stone Temple Pilots songs. You probably know one of them. It goes. I got
the answer.
You got the answer?
Yes.
Lay it on.
Luke didn't know it though. I did have to call Justin, and he did know.
Really?
But I have the actual correct answer. It's Crawling by Linkin Park. I'm crawling in your skin. These words, they cannot heal.
I don't think I know that one.
What? Are you kidding me? You know that one, Matthew Watson. Mr. Music Man, Matt Watson, not knowing Crawling by Linkin Park? Hold up. I'm playing this one, and Luke's going to have to censor.
He's going to have to just skip ahead to after I've heard it.
Are you not a Linkin Park head? That blows my mind.
I wasn't a Linkin log.
That blows my mind that you can be into like mid 2000s or like just early 2000s aesthetic, because that, like, to me, like Linkin Park and like That song
I just don't know that
specifically,
one.
I feel like that's been in movies and shit. Like I see it at like in a like at the end of a credits of some like fucking movie. I feel like it just fits there perfectly.
Well, now I'm like second guessing myself, and I'm like, oh, I think I do know that one, but I really don't know if I do know it or if it's just my brain playing tricks on me.
You don't remember this opening? This classic?
No, but Linkin Park also did other songs that have like a very similar opening.
Well, it's Linkin Park.
Mm-hmm.
It is a part of the Nickelback the Nickelback sound, kind of.
Yeah.
Who's the other band that's Nickelback, like Nickelback adjacent?
Dude, you've got like Three Doors Down. You've got 3 Days Grace. What is it? Something Grace?
Something.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
3 Days Grace, right? Who performed at Trump's inauguration?
Really?
The
So did
first one.
Snoop Dogg.
Mm-hmm. This is Trump's first inauguration.
Oh, well, Snoop did play at the second inauguration, as did Carrie Underwood.
It was Carrie Fisher, actually. They
Oh.
brought her back, and she did a beautiful monologue from the Vagina Monologues.
They did an AI hologram where she was dancing with Tupac Shakur.
And they even brought back Kim Kardashian's dad. They brought him back as well as a hologram.
But he was just a giant spinning head over them dancing
It
together.
looked cool. It looked really cool. Dude, I
It was a inauguration to remember, dude.
Foo Fighters is another one.
The Foos? Are they fighting?
No, not these Foos.
Oh,
They're not
okay,
fighting, dude.
okay.
They're having a great
Are
time
you sure?
making...
They're not fighting?
The Foos...
They haven't broken up?
Don't worry, dude. The Foos are still together. They are still making videos. They are still laughing. They are still drinking their Modelo's and having a good time.
Good, because, you know, I've always said they're the modern Blue Man Group.
Dude, these Foos, 100% the modern Blue Man Group. You know, people are going, these Foos? Who? It's another YouTube channel that Ryan and I are associated with.
That we're associated.
Well, we
flew on the same plane
Yeah.
as them.
We took a flight to Phoenix once, and they just so happened to be on our flight, and they were
marketing themselves.
yes to
Throughout
everyone,
the entirety of the flight
yes.
and in the airport lobby.
Both the LA or the Burbank airport and the Phoenix airport. And then we looked them up, and these Foos,
They're sizable.
they do much better than we do.
Yeah, they do. They have hit the mark.
So, you know, we could like really we're just jealous of these Foos. And this is a genuine call. If anyone from these Foos ends up seeing this clip, please have a couple of crackers like myself and Ryan in a video. We would love to hang out and be in a These Foos video.
Do whatever hot sauce challenge you're doing, whatever, like
Drink 20 Modelo's in one sitting.
trying to drink 20 Modelo's while running on a slip and slide. I don't know what they do. That sounds like adjacent to probably like the type of... I think I looked up it's kind of like
Well, yeah,
that.
they also do like These Foos Beach Day, where they just go to the beach and vlog it.
Yeah.
So maybe they could do like... What about like These Foos basketball tournament versus you and me?
Horse tournament.
Horse, there you go.
They'd still win. They have more Foos. I mean, it's
They do
just
have more
you
Foos
and me.
than us. Fuck.
I guess we could try to get Luke. Well, he likes basketball. I'm not sure
doesn't
how
play
good
it,
he
though.
is at basketball. He plays soccer mostly, not basketball. He's great at soccer.
How about foosball? So These Foos, foosball, you know, versus SuperMega.
Human foosball.
Sounds like a Mr. Beast video. There you go.
Where we have sensors rigged up, so I'm actually playing a foosball game with someone else, except the other foos and you and Luke and like some other super mega pals are all like on these things. So like the sensors, whenever I'm doing it, it does flip y'all around.
Just breaks my back immediately. Just we spend like $300,000 building this fucking like engineering this room on this big set with
This
these twisty
engineering
things.
marvel, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, that seems like it wouldn't be the most impossible thing to build, but it would cost a lot of money. And I like the idea of getting basically crucified on this pole. Like my arms are strapped to it, and then just
Well, you're like a foosball man.
yeah. And just immediately, it's gonna be like one of those videos where the dudes get like their sleeve caught in a lathe, and then just go whoop.
Your skin's gonna stick to the metal pole as they rip you off. You see a line of like where your spine was.
It's not funny.
Like in a cartoon where they rip a Band-Aid off too hard and you can see the skeleton underneath.
Oh, I do love that. That did happen to me once.
Me out. What?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
No.
Ripped the Band-Aid off and I went straight to the bone.
You're lying.
I'm not lying about these deals, though. These ads.
No more ads.
Okay, fine. No ads.
Right? No ads. You said no ads, so you didn't just sneak ads in there without me knowing, right?
It's Luke. Get mad at Luke.
I'm pissed at you, Luke.
He's P-I-S-E-D, guys.
If you put the ads in, Luke. But if you didn't, if you in solidarity with Matt and I refused to show ads,
I don't care if it breaks our contract, Luke. Ooh, we should put, like, when we renew our deal, we should make sure they put something in the contract about Luke specifically. So it's like, if podcast editor Luke doesn't do exactly what we ask him to do on the podcast.
Must always edit the podcast in the nude.
Yeah, and Luke's like, I didn't sign that deal.
I mean, we had you look over it. You know, it was sent to all of our emails, Luke. It was the business email. Do you not read your business emails? I mean, Elon Musk just, you know, this is why Elon Musk sent out all those emails to the federal government.
What did you do this week? Let's start doing that to Luke, you know, our only employee. Let's go ahead at the end of every week. Let's send out an email saying, what did you do this week?
I saw this screenshot of that email that was sent out. It literally looks like it was like written by Musk, like in the wee hour, like as he was like late night doing his drug binges or whatever the fuck he does, and just he was like, it's literally just send 5 points of what you did. Like, hold on, I'll try to find a picture. Like, it looks like the most unofficial stupid shit.
He didn't tell anyone in the White House he was doing this, so they were kind of like taken aback when he sent these emails to every single federal employee of the government saying, you have to explain what you did this week so we know you're useful.
This is what federal employees got in their official business email.
What did you do last week? Please reply to this email with approx 5 bullets of what you accomplished last week and CC your manager. Deadline is Monday at 11:59.
Like, that seems like it's written by someone who, like, to take business school watched Boss Baby or some shit. Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't know.
Well,
we there's a lot to complain about, of course, with that move, you know.
Well, luckily he didn't send it to us
because we're not federal employees.
We could be if the administration would like to basically absorb us as a company and make it a federally funded podcast show.
Well, I don't know. We might, in that case, would probably like get defunded eventually. They're already talking about defunding colleges for hosting protests that they don't like.
Yeah, but colleges, that's bullshit. You know, you don't need to give money to them.
True.
They're just spreading gay liberal ideology, where you and I, on the other hand, are not.
Nope.
And if we were given federal funding, we would spend it wisely. Like, we would build the foosball room.
Yes.
You know?
We could attack a foreign politician who's being invaded by Russia for the kicks and giggles, just for fun, right?
As long as they're our ally.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Long-standing ally.
Yes.
We made a deal we signed where they would give up all their nuclear weapons in return of us always protecting them.
But then think about the prank and how much of like an own it would be if we just went psych, you know.
Okay.
You know, a clear
on national television.
Yes, and also imagine if never mind. I mean, we don't have to imagine this stuff actually happened, and it sucks and it's stupid and I hate it. But there's nothing we can do but smile and wave.
Because we want that federal government funding. This is, I'm sure, without a doubt, this administration, number 47, will implement some form of state media, I'm sure. You know, because America doesn't have state media.
Didn't they already talk about
Russia
that?
does.
Like Trump TV or some shit?
Yeah, I could see at some point in the next 4 years there being state media. Probably an already existing thing like Newsmax or OANN getting like absorbed by the government and federally funded as state media. I think that could be us. You and I could be like the guys for the Trump administration. You know, like we're the guys.
I mean, they are going to podcast bros. They got Ʞᴜ rooting for Russia for some reason, I guess.
You know, I'm sure he was paid to do that. Us, on the other hand,
he deleted those tweets though because he's a little bitch and
dude,
doesn't want to stand by his
he's
shit.
not gonna have us on his podcast if you call him a little bitch. You know, that's my big dude. That's like my
That's
goal.
your big get is Ʞᴜ. You and Brittany Broski both, bro. I know.
Talk about a threesome.
Ooh, wow.
Right?
No. I will not objectify other entertainers just for fun.
Cut it out. I don't know why, but I do remember just seeing a picture of Freddie Dredd and Ʞᴜ with each other. No clue why.
They look about the same. Kinda. One has the big beard and one has the big hair. You know?
That's true.
It's like they... Well, Freddie's a little more ginger than Ʞᴜ. Ʞᴜ's like...
He's very ginger. He's got some Irish blood.
He's got a beautiful beard.
Did
Beautiful,
Freddie go on
bushy beard.
Ʞᴜ?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people have been on Ʞᴜ. Like Timothy Chalamet was recently on the Ʞᴜ shit.
Chalamet.
That's right.
You know, I'll tell you something, dude. If you just blew our Ʞᴜ chances, I like no cap, Ryan. I'm fucking.
I think that like he could have us on the pod. I don't think he cares really about like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's my Ʞᴜ impression.
You said a lot.
Yeah, he always does. I'm sure he's a. I haven't watched too much of him, so I'm being a little. I know I'm being a little butthole. You know,
being a big butthole,
as some people would say.
You're being a big fucking tight pink butthole.
I'm sure he's done some talented comedic bits in the past.
Freddie Dredd?
No, well, he's definitely done some funny shit in the past.
A few.
Especially that No Nut November video.
Yeah, I think he kind of ruined it.
What? Okay, I wasn't gonna say anything, but I really think that you brought the extra sauce to that video that just didn't exist through any other performer that was included.
You know, #facts
and opinions.
No,
I don't
know.
Just
facts.
Okay.
Hashtag and logic. Because Logic was gonna be on the track, but
was he?
Speaking of Freddie, you know, he knows Logic, and a long time ago he sent me a song that it was a beat Logic made that Freddie rapped on, and this was never released. But I just want to let everyone know it's a piece of lost media, the Logic Freddie Dredd track, and I'll be honest, it's pretty dang good.
Like you're essentially like the Martin Shkreli
Yep.
with the Wu-Tang Clan album.
But instead of Wu-Tang Clan, it's the rapper Logic and Freddie Dredd.
Yep.
So, suck on that one, Dreadheads. Does he call them Dreadheads? Because that's pretty good.
I don't know. I don't know if he has a name for his fans.
Well,
I
he
haven't
originally
asked him.
he got the name Freddie Dredd because when he started, he had dreads, and they were beautiful dreads.
Well, in protest,
right? Saying, "Oh, I can't have these. Well, watch this."
The classic Whites for Dreads protest by Freddie Dredd.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, a lot of the money that we raise through this podcast, a portion of it does go to Whites for Dreads. So we just want to thank you all for your support because it does mean a lot. It does help these whites get their dreads.
I think that Dreads for Whites sounds better, but well, I don't have any say in the. It's fine.
The name's already been registered with the non-profit organization committee or whatever, so we can't really change it at this point. I mean, we could. It would just be timely and
as like Whites for Dreads, like it's only a collective of white people trying to get dreads, but really it's a collective of all a group of people from around the nation, like a collective of people trying to get dreads for white people, you know. But I'm almost worried that we're excluding a large. Just the title feels exclusive.
Whites for Dread makes it sound like it's
It's like a white
It's
specific
only
group,
whites
right?
trying to get these. I mean, it is
Even though only whites are going to be the ones getting these dreads.
right. The dreads are for the whites, but it's. We could really use some support on this one from other groups.
Yeah.
And the name kind of might exclude that. Well, after the podcast, we can look up the process of maybe changing a foundation name.
Sorry, I just thought of there was a time in history where it was so goofy, where it was really just whites and non-whites, to describe everything else, everyone else that exists, and all the different people in this melting pot of America. It was just whites and then non-whites. Just such a blatant blanket term to describe tens of multiple different ethnic groups.
Do you know how much money it would be to install 40 or 50 water fountains in a row? We're talking about cost here. We're trying to reduce costs.
We need one water fountain for the whites,
and then the rest
one
of
water fountain for everyone else.
Because
so stupid, dude.
What, you want to have a water fountain for the Italians, the Koreans? It's too many water fountains. Let's keep it simple. You know how many bathrooms they'd have to make?
3,000 probably.
Yeah, knowing today, yeah, absolutely. I wonder. I remember seeing something that eventually the human race, we will all be an olive shade, because eventually with enough.
They have an olive shaped, and I was like, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna have these beautiful little pits. No, but apparently after enough sex is had and enough years have passed, there's not really diverse racial groups or ethnic groups anymore. Everything is kind of melded together into one beautiful human race.
Well, racists have another term for this thing, the Great Replacement. It's how the all-seeing Illuminati from behind the scenes is making it so that white people won't exist one day. And God, what an awful place it'll be. The world without white people. What will we do? What will we do without the whites?
The whites?
The pure whites.
Does that count Italians?
Mm. It doesn't. I'm just gonna say it. I've been looking around.
Say it. Don't spray it.
I've been looking around. I don't think there's any worry about. There's still a lot of white people out there. I don't think y'all whiteys have anything to worry about of the Great Replacement.
Yeah, this is real rich coming from someone, with Palestinian descent. You don't face
You're biased.
You don't face the same struggle I do as a full white.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I'm Wonder Bread white. I'm fucking my 23andMe. I was really excited to find out some eccentric DNA I had, something cool,
Just makes it sound like we're the white people are near the dodo bird levels of extinction. We gotta save the white race.
We are.
You saw what happened to the dodos.
It actually is very sad that we
Killed
basically
that thick ass beautiful bird.
Yeah, and you and I don't get to enjoy that fucking beautiful bird anymore because what, did they hunt it? What happened to it?
Yeah, it was hunted to extinction.
They couldn't have just saved 2 or 3 of them in a cage and be don't kill these ones.
I think the same thing for the Tasmanian tiger.
Yeah.
Hunted to extinction.
Which that thing was freaky looking.
It was cool.
Really cool.
I mean, there's still a lot of cool animals that exist, but it does suck when you go throughout another depressing one is I think it's the white rhino, where there's one female in captivity or something and there's no males or anything like that. So it's just kind of I don't know if it's already died or what the story now is with that, but it's one of those sad stories. If you're just waiting for the extinction point to happen because it's on the precipice, unless they found another white rhino.
You know that
that zoo trip?
No, you know that ivory plaque I ordered for the office that has the Funny Brothers engraved in it. I don't know.
Could be it.
There's a very sad extinction picture where it's taken from a helicopter, I think, and it's the last lion of this type of one species of lion.
Is it where he's just like solo by himself?
Yeah. He's just like walking by himself, and there are no more of his. Like he is the last of his species, and he's just walking by himself. Oh, and a really sad one.
The polar bear?
No.
Oh, well, they're they're not extinct, but that image of like the like skinny as fuck polar bear just walking in the not tundra, but like is a tundra the snowy kind of desert landscape?
Yeah.
Not desert, but like flat, snowy, icy.
It's just the big cold fucking. But there's one that is really sad that you can listen to, and it's like the mating call of a bird that is the very last one of its species, and it's like calling out for another bird that doesn't exist. It's very sad.
I feel like that popped up on like YouTube recommended for like a lot of people all at once.
Yeah, it's one of those.
I've seen that recently, probably being within the past 2 years or so.
Same. It was a little bit ago, but I remember seeing that and being like, damn, that's sad. I mean, maybe we're just applying human emotion to it, and the bird's just trying to get some pussy. And he doesn't know he's the last one. He's just like, just wants a little bird snatch.
Yeah. He's not thinking about it on the grand cosmic scale of like, I'm the last of my kind.
All on my lonesome now.
Yeah. He's probably just like, God damn, I want some pussy.
Let me get some of that bird slit.
Yeah.
Some of that bird box, baby.
Some of that cloaca fun. We're going to swap cloaca slime.
Yeah.
That's what happens when they mate.
I don't know.
Swap slime, baby.
I don't know if it's that simplified.
They connect their little, they go with their cloacas, and the boy squirts his cloaca juice into the female's cloaca.
It's like Avatar.
Kind of.
You know, when they like put their ponytails
they have
together.
long tails. These are just short, stubby buttholes.
Right.
Type orify.
Well, Avatar, unlike nature, Avatar was created by man in a studio, so it can be as beautiful as we want it to look. But nature's not always pretty. That's right. I love him, dude.
What's your favorite James Cameron movie? Because there's Terminator 2, Aliens.
I think. Oh man, I think the what's eating Gilbert Gottfried. It's pretty good.
Sorry,
all right, dude. I
just picture like an AI clip of someone, because I've seen it. There's like Gilbert Gottfried playing like the fat mom in Gilbert Grape through AI, where they just replace someone in it with AI.
I think Gilbert Gottfried should replace Leo in that movie. I think he would have done a great job.
Simple Jack.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen Gilbert Grape. I just want to throw that out there.
Have you not?
No, I've just seen clips from it on YouTube.
Johnny
Justin showed me. Justin's like, dude, you got to watch it. It's so good.
It is good.
Or maybe he hadn't seen it either, and we both just sat down and watched clips from it one day.
I think Jennifer Aniston is in it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, Leo's so small in that movie. He's like
he's
14.
a small bean.
I know, he's a small little bean.
This is before Titanic fame
and before vaping phase.
I haven't seen it in a bit, but every time I watch it, I'm reminded again that damn, it's one of those movies that you kind of like when you're a young boy, you want to hate. It's Titanic.
Yeah.
But then I remember that moment. It was like a reshow. They were reshowing it in theaters, and I went with my high school girlfriend at the time.
Nice.
And I think it was like a double date or something. And it was like one of those moments where like I maybe have seen the movie on television or something, and I was only interested in the boat sinking part. So that's all I gave attention to.
Which is a very large part of the movie.
Yeah. But I would only like care if I actually saw the shit like the boat going down. So like upon seeing it for the first time, it was kind of like I went in being like, I'm just seeing this. I'm just taking my girlfriend.
It's a girl movie. She wants to see it. So, I'm just being a good boyfriend taking her.
Lo and behold, I was invested.
Yeah.
All the way through. It's a great movie. It's a classic.
Yeah. I know you're sitting there just being like, I was just thinking about football the whole time.
you know me, baby.
But it is good. It is one of those movies where, as like a middle school boy, it's for some reason, I guess because it's romance, it's associated as like that's a chick flick, and that's like what girls watch while they're eating ice cream and cry. It's good. It's a really good movie.
It's
I
like-
watched it like a year ago again, and it's fucking great.
Yeah.
We had it on VHS when I was a kid, and it was split into 2 different VHSs because I guess it was too long. You remember those?
Mm-hmm. They did that with games too. They did that with like Fallout 3 and like Grand Theft Auto 5 and
Yes.
shit for like the Xbox 360 or just the old consoles that couldn't fucking play it like that. But now you can download things digitally.
Dude,
and
I forgot about that. Where there'd be more on a second disc.
mm-hmm.
Same with
It's like put in disc, insert disc 2. I mean, you remember old computer games at like Best Buy? It was like multiple installation discs.
Well, yeah, like back in the day of floppies, you know, to install a game, you'd have like 10 floppy disks that you'd have to one by one do. I had a game like that when I was a kid that we had the floppy disks for, and it was Quest for Glory. And I want to play it on the channel at some point or on stream. It's a point-and-click medieval game. It's amazing, and I remember having to install with my dad one at a time those little discs.
Mm-hmm.
But Titanic, the ship sinking part is brutal. It's like it's pretty fucking brutal. Like I wouldn't say that's quite a chick flick because they don't tone that shit down. That's pretty intense.
James Cameron had a fun old time watching people go boom, boom, boom. Like,
I know
all
that's
the way
the best
down.
part
Like-
when like they fall and it's like boom.
Yeah,
They start, like, flipping.
I mean, you know, that probably actually. I mean, that did actually happen. There was at least someone who went boing, boing, boing.
Were you there?
There was human pinball. There had to have been human pinball.
One
on the
person
Titanic.
that fell,
It's a
smacked
boat
a
that
rail.
split in half, dude.
There definitely
And then went
was
all the way up. Someone fell and went bunk, 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 bunk. You know,
definitely like
same thing with
Plinko.
9/11.
Oh yeah, that one's more recent and I guess more touchy.
So let's just move to ads then.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed whatever that little break was.
Yeah.
Of whatever. Or if you're watching on Patreon, there was no break. You just saw a beautiful bumper. Which, by the way, I do want to put this out there again.
No, you don't have to say it. You enjoyed my bumper from not like what 3, 4, 5 podcasts.
I really
ago.
enjoyed that bumper you made.
I hope everyone. I mean, I took a lot of. I know that's what. Is that what you were gonna say, right?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, dude.
Okay.
It was a really good bumper.
Thank
And
you.
also, you know, if you guys, you might have been inspired by Ryan's bumper he made a few episodes ago, and said, God damn, they really put their all into this show. If any of you felt inspired by that, you can also make your own bumper that could be on our show.
Yep,
You know?
mine was
That's right. We do.
the owner of the company,
Yeah, but you know,
CEO of the company.
I don't get my own bumper. Kind of pisses me off because I'm secretary, so that's it. But you guys, we like having a little fan in a community involvement with this show. So the little bumpers, they're all made by y'all, and except for the ones by Ryan. You could submit your own bumper to spam@funnybrothers.com, and if we like it, mayhaps we'll put it in the show and credit you in the description with a link of your choosing. Or if we hate it, we'll delete the email.
And pretend that we never got it.
Okay. Also, if we don't use y'all's bumpers sometimes, because we've received bumpers, of course, like a lot of bumpers that we haven't used. That does not mean we don't like them or that they're not good.
What does that mean, Matt?
But go ahead and submit your bumpers to spam@funnybrothers.com, and you can be just like your hero, Ryan. Yeah, you're so cute today.
What?
Just saying, man.
Wearing my sweats and my shoes.
Those sweats look comfy, man.
What about the shoes?
the shoes? Look comfy as well.
I got socks on too.
Yeah,
Bet you didn't know
usually
that.
people wear those with shoes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like lube for the shoe.
Yeah, you're trying to yuck my yum, my brother.
No, I'm not.
I'm starting this.
I'm not yucking
I'm
any
starting
yum.
this sock thing. I even see that you're copying me, and you're trying to say that everyone's been doing it for, I don't know.
All right, I'll
Whatever.
come clean about it. I think this is a great idea.
Socks with shoes.
It genuinely, like, I don't know why this hasn't caught on, but when you brought the idea up the other day, I thought you were fucking crazy.
Because you were like, oh, my feet will chafe because like 2 layers of covering.
Why would I put, like, my feet are gonna get hot? Why the fuck would I put more, material inside my shoes on my little piggies? Tried it, and I gotta say, dude, it's pretty nice. Guy who just discovered socks. Wait.
At the age of like 30.
Wait, you put those on your feet?
Oh, I thought they were like mittens, like cooking mittens.
Imagine socks on his hand, taking like cookies out. Like, ah! Oh, these don't work. Why do people use these? Oh man, silly stuff, man. Silly stuff.
With Ryan and Matt.
Not. What was the one you made when you were a kid?
Ryan
Stupid stuff with Ryan, or silly stuff?
There was silly stuff, which was the show, and then the movie was stupid stuff with Ryan and Connor. The movie.
You're a little older, you're a little edgier, and it's like you guys saw silly stuff. Well,
I have that VHS at my place, and you said that you have the ability.
I can digitize it for you.
I would love that.
I know how to do that now.
There's probably like hours of just bullshit. I think it's like me. I would love to do, whether it's a podcast. I think instead of a podcast episode, there should be like some one-off type.
An episode of a certain show?
Yeah, exactly. At some point on the channel, it would be cool to go back in time to see where things first cropped up in our wanting to entertain people ventures.
We've talked about this before, and I would love to do a video where you go through that, you go through maybe the underwater pyramid. We look at my old YouTube channels.
I should just bring that and read it for a podcast. The underwater, it's
have
literally.
You not?
I don't think so.
The underwater pyramid has been much hyped for years.
I guess is there a special episode we could save it for? Episode 100.
All right, guys, episode 100. Get ready for it. We should get like a trailer made and like a logo and like all this dramatic like the underwater pyramid.
I love that. That's about a year away.
Yeah, about exactly. A little less than a year. So probably like February or late January 2026, I believe, is when we'll hit. You guys will finally get to see the underwater pyramid with your own.
Are we just 100 is going to be the underwater?
I think that's what better way to celebrate. I mean, on Super Mega Cast, you talked about the underwater pyramid many times, and people wanted to hear it. They wanted to know. Because, I mean, a pyramid underwater? What's the deal with that?
It's a crazy adventure.
Sounds like it.
It's like you can tell it was written by just like
a genius.
Sure. It goes from, I was on a walk with my cousin, and then my mom was kidnapped.
Well, that's what happens.
And then we went to the desert and climbed but then we found. Oh, I don't want to give.
Don't spoil it,
you're
dude.
Right. You're
Damn.
right. You're right.
They'll have to wait and see. That was a good teaser, though. I haven't read it myself, so I'm not quite sure what happens after that. But it does. Can we publish it?
Well, here's the thing. I cut this part out, Luke. It's funny because I think at the end of this book, I teased the underwater pyramid too. And imagine if I could just write like something like super short, and I like we write
actually
and
publish it.
Yeah, where it's like it's been 10 years in the making.
Dude, that's hilarious.
So for episode 100,
you made the underwater pyramid when you were 20?
Huh?
You made it when you were 20? It's
been
10 years.
God. Dude, holy shit. I hate that feeling, because usually in my head I used to have like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
like
you're a kid.
I was 20.
I think we should keep that part in. That was really funny. Yeah. Honestly, dude, like that is every kid's dream, because it's like you make your own book.
I was
and
like
you're
third
like
or fourth grade or something.
You're like
third or second, actually.
And then I'll make an ad at the end of the book for the sequel. Mm-hmm. But it's like you think about like you wish it could be real. You have the ability to make it real and make little Ryan very happy.
To finally finish the saga. Because I think it. Well, I don't want to spoil so much.
Doesn't end on a cliffhanger.
I think so.
Or should I say a pyramid hanger?
That's good.
Thank you.
It is interesting that we are going to commit to waiting about a year, but I think it'll be well worth it.
Hey, listen, dude, if you don't want to, it can happen sooner. I just think
100. It gives something to happen for episode 100.
Exactly. Or we could show our balls.
We already do that on the Patreon.
Yeah.
We do it monthly for those who don't know and want to subscribe. Would that be false advertising? Could we get sued? And all of a sudden we have to like go and like retroactively like upload images into past albums, because I think you can
of our testicles,
just
our nuts out.
See, we have been supplying testy pics.
Q&A August 2021 and balls as well.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, if you want to do the underwater pyramid sooner, I'm okay with that. But it is good to keep them on the hook.
That is true.
But if you want me to digitize silly stuff with Ryan,
we need to hang out. So after your little trip,
this right here, this VCR, I gotta take it home or take it to wherever we're hanging out, and I can digitize it. It's really easy, actually. I always thought it was like some crazy hard process. All you got to do is just hook up an Elgato to the VCR and then just record what comes out of it. Yeah. I always thought digitizing, like getting something off of a tape, was this crazy process where, because I had
it used to be. Elgato has made it probably so much easier.
I had a bunch of old home videos, and I wanted them digitized, so I had to take them to like a specialist in Burbank. It took like 4 weeks. It was expensive. Well, actually, no. But those were a special type of tape that I don't have any way to play those in a VCR.
Were those the tapes like labeled like brunette, red dress, blonde?
No. Basically, but windy day.
Sidewalk fun?
Isn't it funny that back in the day, like, porn was either like you had a magazine, so like you're jerking off having to hold up a magazine, and it doesn't move. It's just one single glossy laminated picture.
Maybe you can flip through the pages, but you probably like, come on.
No, you'll pick the one you like most, but you had to use your imagination, because in pornography usually they do all the heavy lifting for you.
Yep.
But if you're looking at Playboy, you're gonna have to fill in the blanks.
What does this person sound like? They're not this tiny. How big are they?
They're probably regular human size,
or maybe they're big, like a giant.
Like a giant. Maybe she puts me in her pussy. That's a fetish for people. Not me, of course. But your imagination, you'd have to imagine, how she's bending that thing over, like all sorts of details. I think we've lost our ability to
on the skin. What? Huh? I was quoting a movie.
Hannibal Hector.
Mm-hmm.
Love Hannibal Hector. But also you could also have porn on a VHS, which, in my opinion, is the superior way to watch pornography.
Where it's like some people, I'm guessing, would also, I guess, rent porn and then transfer it to like their own VHS, or like, I don't know.
Yeah, because people would copy.
Right?
Yeah, they'd copy tapes back then. That's how like South Park got started. Was like Matt Stone and Trey Parker made like this little animated skit.
With the actual paper, like stop motion paper.
And
it's really cool to see how South Park began.
I haven't seen their original skit they made, but they basically made it, and then because someone hired them to make it, and they forgot about it. And then one day, someone was like, "If you guys heard, you got to see this. Have you heard of this?" And they're like, "Oh, that's ours," because they'd been getting passed around and copied so much, like that it got back to them, which I think is awesome.
Viral in that era. That's how something got viral,
and that's hard back then.
Well, there was other stuff that went viral, but it wasn't cool or legal.
SARS?
SARS?
Yeah.
What is that?
The virus.
Oh, no. I'm talking about another VHS tape. With R. Kelly.
The one with your dad. Oh, the R. Kelly one, yeah. That's crazy.
Joe Rogan's seen it.
He has.
I had to make a copy immediately. He said.
Just because it's history. You want to preserve history. Apparently back in the day, like in Hollywood, you could just go to like a fucking like shop and just get the R. Kelly tape, because they would just copy it and sell it.
I'm sure the same with like the Pamela Anderson tape.
Dude, you gotta come over this Friday. I got Pamela Anderson on tape.
Borat had it on tape.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I would love, honestly? I would love. I just had an idea for a show we could do. What if you and I just
dress up as penguins?
Actually, fuck my idea. That's where it's at.
Huh?
Yeah. What if we just went to like thrift stores around LA and yard sales, whatever, and we just get like VHSs, unlabeled ones, and we just go through them and find some beautiful stuff on them. I would love to.
I have a wonderful sketch idea that involves that, where we can actually do some like real reactions. But I think we'll see.
We should start
we should brainstorm.
We should. And also, for our mail opening videos, you guys should mail us some VHS porn.
Why no female opening videos?
Fuck. That's a good point.
Think about it.
Maybe we'll have to do that, methinks.
On the Patreon.
Yeah, of course. We can show that on YouTube. But please mail us porn VHSs. We want to start a collection. We have a DVD collection of porn. It's not in here. I don't know why I tilted my head that way.
That's right. You keep it at your place. You say that it's for safety, just in case.
Yeah, I just don't want guests coming to the office and getting offended by it, so I keep it at my place. It's not a big deal.
But if we're gonna do the reaction and stuff, you should bring it here at some point.
Yeah, I can do that for a day. But
Matt,
yeah,
what's with all the shit on the screen right now?
Oh fuck!
Like we're not full. We're not.
No,
full
we're like a quarter, like picture in picture kind of thing right now.
Does this always? This always happens, right?
I think so. But that list of scrolling names. There's 2 of them. I don't know if. I think it. I don't know if that's always there, but I did.
Wait, those look like some I recognize a lot of these names because they appear on a lot of right-wing donor sites.
Yeah, most of them. At least the ones in the top list. I see a lot of those. Also,
those are big donors.
Big donors, big Proud Boy members, big donors to a lot of political action groups.
Yeah. Because I recently just went through their kind of.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see who's involved in those groups.
You want to know who's funding these dark, sinister things.
Yeah. And I'm just saying I recognize a lot of names that I'm seeing scroll by.
A lot of the green names I'm seeing, those are people that I have seen give smaller contributions to hateful groups. But, if you guys listening or watching.
And want to be on the group.
No. If you want to counteract this hate. You can go to patreon.com/supermega. You can get an extra chunk of this podcast every week, as well as a bunch of shows and all behind the scenes and stuff, and stickers in the mail every month, all sorts of fun stuff.
And your name will replace one of these bigots' names.
Yep. So if you guys want to stop hate and replace it with love, if you want to spread love, you can go sign up for one of the 3 tiers on our Patreon and help support some funny brothers. Thank you guys for watching. We love you. You're beautiful. Never forget that. Drink some water. And also right now, on your desk, bedside table, wherever you are,
Hock a loogie.
Yes. Love you. Bye. Jacob Sartorius has a new song.
What's it called? What is this new bop called? I'm gonna fuck you to the beat of my balls. Bop, bop. Oh, what a shame that I'm fucking someone right now when I could be dropping in for now.